Hello, my name's Rowan. I've been occupying here for a couple months since the beginning of October, camping out. Yeah, right on. Thanks. Yeah, so I don't know. We've had our ups and downs at Occupy. I mean, a lot of you probably know our camp has a lot of problems, but it also has a lot of solutions. Yeah, hell yeah. And I think Occupy comes under criticism a lot for not articulating itself well, is what people say, or not issuing demands and things like that. And so lately I've been thinking a lot about what we all have in common, because it's hard for a disparate group of anarchists, Leninists, Marxists, moderate Democrats, Republicans, Ron Paul libertarians to come up with an articulate list of specific demands, because, well, we can't really agree on anything. And I think that what we really have in common is that we're all pissed off that the system that is supposed to represent us doesn't actually represent us anymore. It only represents very few people with lots of money. Yeah, it's shocking. I know you've heard this all before. I'm preaching to the converted. But so I think that what we're really doing here at Occupy, and what the tactic of camping does, is it allows us to just do that ourselves. Those people who are supposed to represent us aren't actually doing their jobs anymore, so we have to do their jobs for them. We have to decide for ourselves what we want. We have to come together to talk about that and become full-time politicians ourselves. Well, not really politicians, but political actors, let's say. And I think that the criticism that Occupy hasn't articulated something or achieved a lot also ignores the fact that the tactic of having all these tents, of having these people here all the time, is in itself a deterrent. And I think that's really powerful. That the idea that the powers that be can't really do what they want anymore. They can't just trample over the people anymore. Can you imagine if the United States government now decided to go to war with Iran? Occupy would blow up. It would become massive. There'd be people in the streets all the time. Fuck no, we don't want a war with Iran, but we're part of that. We're deterring them from doing crazy shit like that. And I think that's really what's powerful about Occupy, is that before we feared the power, and now the power really fears us. And now Craig is going to talk to you about specific ways that the people get that power.
Hello. I am Craig. I've been occupying here in San Francisco and Santa Cruz since the end of September. I work with the Direct Action Working Group here at camp. We have our meetings on Mondays and Thursdays at 5:30 and Saturdays at 11. So if you want to come out and help us coordinate marches or housing actions or whatever the case may be, please come out. We need your support. Speaking of support, thank you so much for coming out here tonight. Your solidarity is very, 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 very important. I can't tell you how appreciative we are as Occupy San Francisco for your solidarity. With that said, I'm just going to go right into telling you about some upcoming actions we have. Tomorrow, we have a housing action. We start in the Bayview at 11 o'clock in the morning. We are saving people's houses tomorrow. Right? It's amazing. So after the Bayview house saving action, we march to the bank and deliver a letter, right? We then go to the Castro at noon and do the same thing. Mission at 1, and we also have another group working at the Civic Center Tenderloin area at 1. We converge here at 3 p.m. and march up the street and bring our complaints to Wells Fargo. So please come out for that. Again, we need your solidarity.
Wells Fargo.
Embargo, Wells Fargo. Nice. I like it. All right. The other thing I want to say is, it's definitely a victory we had here last night. We tore down these barricades after the cops brought them up, trying to separate us, right? Trying to separate us from the system that has been repressing us. We tore down those barricades. They are gone. That does not mean that this camp will not be raided. I don't want any of you to think that coming out tonight means you don't have to come out again in solidarity. We need your strength. We need your voices. We need your bodies lended to this movement to preserve this space. We are claiming privately held public spaces for the people to address their grievances. This is mandatory. Right. Okay. Total side note. Anyway.